Breaking news, I managed to get an update from my source about a previous video that I made regarding the weight class of characters and how it will affect in-game gameplay. And also on top of that, I have information about a brand new damage system which is not related to damage progression, it just all plays in together. And I'm going to give you all the information right after I file this disclaimer. Now, I want to let you know the information you're about to hear has not been confirmed by WB, Ed Boon, NRS, any of its affiliates or associates on any official channels. The information you're getting ready to hear is obviously unauthorized information that you're not supposed to have. So please take this information with a huge dump truck of salt. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get to what you actually came here for. First, we're going to start with the weight class. Now, in one of my previous videos, if you haven't watched it, I'll give you a quick recap. I talked to you guys about NRS introducing a weight system, meaning that some characters will feel heavy, some characters will feel bulky, some characters will feel a lot smaller, a lot faster, and a lot smoother. Now, I will say they had a version of this in Mortal Kombat 11 where they had characters like Shao Kahn, which was kind of big. They had characters like Kotal Kahn, which was big also. Then you had characters like Rain, who could literally walk on water and dash around the screen, like Rain and Johnny Cage. But my point is this. It was an illusion for Mortal Kombat 11. What they did was they made the moves, those characters were punished by having moves that had longer startup frames, which gave you the impression that they were heavier characters when they were not. So the characters had to suffer startup frames in order for them to feel like heavy characters, in order for you to believe that there was some weight involved. But I'm told now that is finally going to be fixed with the next game, because all it did was punish those type of characters. Excuse me. All they did was punish those type of characters. So let me get to the weight system. Now, since we have new technology on the PS5, the Xbox Series X, and Nintendo Switch Pro 2, whatever they decide to call it, this new technology will allow the characters to carry their weight, and they will not have to suffer startup frame. They will not have to be they will not have to be a victim of startup frames. Don't get me wrong, there's still going to be startup frames across the board for all the characters, but this will allow the big characters to be able to flourish on some of the moves that they have. For example, this is the reason why Shao Kahn's upward shoulder block was not included. Now, you were able to see it. I believe it was a part of his fatal blow. You can correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong. I believe it was a part of his fatal blow where he just does the shoulder up. You again, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But my point is this weight system is going to change the game, because it's going to allow you to play the characters and actually feel the characters and be able to do some real damage on the opponents. I think this is something that should have been included a long time ago in the Mortal Kombat franchise, and you know, better late than never. I'm glad we're getting it now instead of having to wait until later to get it. So before I continue any further, I do want to go ahead and pass this question off to you guys in the comment section below. Do you think NRS including a weight system is a great idea for the characters, or do you think that would severely punish certain characters over other characters? Sound off and let me know, and I'll tell you what my personal opinion is, and then we'll move on to the next part. I think it's a good idea for them to include this stuff, because it gives the game its own identity, and it's not like you just playing with the same character with different moves and different skins. This will bring identity to the game, and once it brings identity to the game, it increases the replay value. Once the replay value gets increased, the game gets a longer lifespan. When the game gets a longer lifespan, people begin to buy from the shop and buy from the store to customize these characters and to fall in love with these characters and to continue playing the game, which makes the company get into a position to create more content, as well as excuse me guys, I'm getting over a cold. It puts the company in a position to make more money, and we all win at the end of the day. Company gets more money, we get more content, and we get a longer supported game. I think that's the win that we all want to take home, right? All right, so with that being said, there will also be advantages and disadvantages for smaller characters too. And that is what brings me to the next part of this video, the new system I was telling you about called damage. So this new damage system is going to allow larger characters to do more damage on smaller characters. Now, a lot of you probably say that's an unfair advantage, right? Normally I would agree, but it comes at a good trade-off. For example, if Shao Kahn punch you in the face and you fly across the screen, you're gonna, of course, Shao Kahn is going to do just a little bit more damage than the average person is going to do. But I'm gonna tell you the flip side to it. The flip side is this: while Shao Kahn may do a little bit more damage, your character that's a little smaller character will be able to move a lot quicker. They will have the advantage of speed. Not only having the advantage of speed, imagine all the flashy combos that they get to, you know, display to the public, which would be dope. So the smaller character gets speed, the larger character gets damage. Now, a case can be made. You guys can argue that it's not fair because they're getting a higher damage, but you're getting more speed. And not only are you getting more speed, you're getting more stamina. Now, I told you guys previously that they were going to introduce like a stamina system with the run button. So you take everything into account on what I was saying. You have a weight system, you have a damage progression system, you have a new damage system. You put all these things together, I'll tell you what you get. You get a game that has nothing but personality. Because while Shao Kahn may be larger, longer, and heavier, while Shao Kahn may be all of that, you will have the opportunity to regain your stamina a lot quickly to do more, let's say, charged up moves, and you'll be able to move a lot quicker. While larger characters are just able to do more damage, and they're able to kind of do some cool stuff. I'm pretty sure NRS is going to have some more stuff that larger characters can do to kind of balance it out a little bit. And I can't wait to see exactly what it is. But I can tell you that the direction that they're going is much needed and much appreciated. So if you put all these systems in place, let's do a quick recap of all the systems really quickly. Damage, the new damage system, which means that larger characters will do damage. The new stamina system, which means should they include that run button, the controversial run button, when you try to run, you will lose stamina due to the type of combos that you're doing mixed with running, things of that nature. Your stamina runs out, you can't perform a combo. That's number 2. Number 3, motion matching, meaning that you get to show the emotions of a character on the screen. Now, there are going to be tons of other things that are included, and I know I didn't mention some of the other systems they have, but don't worry, you can go watch the other videos for that. I'm just super excited the fact that Mortal Kombat has finally been grounded enough to give a realistic, basically a realistic universe, and we can kind of get all we can get out of this franchise, and the fact that they kind of restarted everything and they're not shackled down to the ground. So we'll be able to see different iterations of the characters, which we don't mind seeing. We don't mind seeing it at all because they refresh the game so much. But it's getting to a point now where them refreshing characters, you know, that can kind of get repetitive after a while too, because we fall in love with these faces that we see on these characters. Now, we really didn't care about MK9, MKX, Deception. We didn't care about none of the face models in those characters. But MK11 really set the standard. You know, and people have a problem with change, so it's interesting to see how they're going to accept the change should these face models not return to Mortal Kombat 12. Now, I do have a separate video on the face models, and I'm going to try my best not to spoil it, so I'm just speaking off personal opinion here. But by the time you do see the video about the face models, that's going to be from the information that I got from my source. So you definitely want to stick around for that also. Now, be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on post notifications if you watched all the way to this point, because you clearly love this content, and it'll only be right. I mean, I win because you subscribed and you like the video, and you win because you get daily Mortal Kombat content where you cannot find anywhere else, right? Also, be sure to check out my second channel called YouTube Shorts, so you can check out some of the funny content. I got some good videos over there, or a video up there, because I'm still planning out the content for that channel. And one of the videos I've done so far is basically, you know, Melina getting exposed for getting piped out by Baraka, and she basically got exposed by Johnny Cage. It's hilarious. You want to go check it out. Also, if you're on TikTok, follow the Wave Report on TikTok. I'm over there. I got some exclusive content I'm gonna be putting over there. I'm also gonna be announcing the Facebook that I'm gonna be on, as well as we are popping on Instagram too. So you want to make sure that you follow us on all platforms so that you don't miss out on none of this content. Simple as that. Appreciate you guys watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace out.